So this is Cafe Craft, an amazing gym just outside of Nuremberg in Germany. Now every couple of weeks the guys reset all the problems here in a sort of rolling order, and today it's the turn of the blue route, which is 4th hardest. No idea the grades.
Today we were setting the blue circuit, or like one part of the blue circuits. Altogether we got 9 different colors here in Cafe Craft, and the blue one is the 3rd most difficult one, and the boulders are usually between, let's say, 6A, 6B, or sometimes 6C, 6C plus. We change routes here 2 times a week, and I'm here like, let's say, 3 times a month. I'm doing route setting for, I'm not sure, I think like more than 15 years, and yeah, it is quite difficult because it has many different sides of things you have to know. There's one part which is the creativity, which is probably the most interesting part for people, but you should also know a lot about like how to put a screw into the wall. That's one of the things which is not too easy for some people, and there's a lot of knowledge about all the shapes, about the brands of holes and anything. Yeah, and also about security for sure.
So something I've always wondered is how the guys get the grades perfect, because I don't know about you, but whenever I climb a route I'm never quite sure if it's the grade I think it should be. So it's a skill to be able to nail it like that and know that a V3 is a V3 instead of a V4 or a V5. It's tricky.
If I start setting a boulder, I have to see like what angle does the wall have. If it is like a very steep wall, of course I need bigger holes. If it is like a flat, I need smaller ones probably. And it's sometimes you look at a wall and you think, all right, like this movement could be very cool there. Or I even kind of upgrade the wall with a volume, with a wooden volume which I put on. And most of the time I would say you start with an idea of movement, and of course every setter got his favorite kind of holds and also favorite kind of movements.
So the route setting's finished, so it's now time for the guys to test the routes, which, let's be honest, is the fun part of the day.
When we climb the routes, sometimes if you have like a nasty day, it can be that you have to change everything. But most of the times, yeah, I would say it also depends on the color. As harder the boulder is, as harder it is to imagine the right difficulty of the moves. And as easier the boulder is, the easier it is to imagine the movements, because it's it's less difficult and also not so complicated moves. Yeah.
So it's all about tweaking the problem. So the guys will climb it, have a little chat between themselves and work out what works, what doesn't work, what's too hard, what's too easy, and just alter little holds which make a big difference to the overall set.
See people climbing, it's actually, for me personally, it's the most exciting thing. That's why I'm a little bit late here, because I was watching them, and I will go back now and watch them again, because it's, yeah, That's the most funniest thing. Sometimes you see people climbing and you say, oh shit, they do it different and there's another solution probably, but usually that's why we're testing as well. Usually it's the one way or maybe like one or two possibilities, but yeah, then it's the nicer thing to see people trying, and probably they get the one or another hint from you. Yeah.
So there you go. I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an insight into the route setting behind one of the most popular gyms in the world. These guys work super hard and they're very talented, and they're still going in fact, but I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.